this is Chris, and I want to share with you my best of the best of Usborne. I'm going to start with a few of our sticker books because the sticker books are my kids' absolute favorite. This one is the first sticker book of space. There's lots of different titles in the first sticker book series. This one is space. We also have dinosaurs and fairies and animals and trucks and construction. And they all give some information on the topic that they're on. This one has a whole spread about the solar system and all the planets, and you get to put a sticker of each planet on. This one is a control room at a rocket launch. This one talks about the moon and what the moon is like, and then in the middle are all the stickers, and they tell you what page they go on. And they're just really fun, educational, informational sticker books. It's not just silly stickers with no point to them. This is from our sticker dressing series. There are about 4 pages in our catalog of the sticker dressing books. This one is Sticker Dressing Warriors, and it covers a bunch of different warriors in different cultures throughout history. Talks about chariot warriors in ancient Egypt, Persian bodyguards, Hannibal's army, Celtic raiders, Byzantine war horses, and each page has a few different people that you get to dress in historically accurate costumes. And the stickers, again, are in the middle, and they give you directions on what order to put them in and which person on the page they go with, so that your pharaoh and your chariot warrior and your foot soldier all look like they're supposed to look. Anyway, so it covers a bunch of different cultures, and I have found that this is a really fun thing to supplement some of our history stuff that we cover in our homeschooling. Another set of our sticker books are aimed at even older kids. This one is Astronomy and Space, but we also have one on classical music and orchestra. We have one on geography. It's a picture atlas, and you put different stickers on the different continents for landmarks and wildlife that's indigenous to that area. So these have lots of information, more detailed information and more detailed pictures in the stickers. And this is one that my almost 9-year-old has been going through and has really enjoyed it. So those are the biggest, or probably the oldest sticker books that we go through. Next, one of my very favorite series are the illustrated stories. These all come in this plush binding, and they have a little ribbon bookmark, and they're really fancy and special, and you give this to a 5 or 6-year-old and they feel like they are getting a big kid book, and it's super fun. My kids have all delighted in getting these for birthdays or Christmas. This one is Illustrated Stories from Shakespeare, and it covers like 6 different stories from the plays that Shakespeare wrote. And each story is beautifully illustrated on every page, and the language is adapted to be understandable for younger children. My 8-year-old read Hamlet the other night after he went to bed, and the next morning we were talking about it, and he was super excited. He thought it was one of the best stories he ever read, and can we go see a live play of Hamlet? And now he's my favorite kid. And anyway, so I have a 3rd grader who's excited about Shakespeare, and I love that. There are so many titles in this series, and I haven't found one that we don't like. These are the beginner readers. They are all on different science or cultural topics. The ones that I have right here are weather, firefighters, and eggs and chicks. And I'll show you a little bit in the weather book. Each page covers a different aspect of weather in this one. Talks about the water cycle, clouds, ice. And each page has a lot of general information about that topic, but also some fun little trivia facts. So down here we have, you always see lightning before you hear thunder because light travels faster than sound. And one of my favorite little snippets in this book is a hailstone with a turtle inside once fell from a thundercloud in Mississippi. So there's lots of good general information and then fun, interesting tidbits as well. So we have almost a whole shelf full of these, and all my kids have loved them and enjoyed them. Those are the beginner readers. Lift the Flap books. We have some fantastic Lift the Flap books. Lift the Flaps add interest, I think, to just about any topic for just about any age group. I enjoy Lift the Flap books. We have a preschool series that covers topics like shapes and colors and opposites, and I've been reading this one recently with my 3-year-old. And every single page has lots of flaps. In this one, you need to lift the flaps to find a blue circle, a square, a rectangle, and you have to kind of search and find where you're going to find each shape. My favorite page in this book is this one, and it introduces some geometry concepts. I would never have thought to introduce geometry concepts like symmetry to preschoolers, but this is so cool. It tells you to guess what shape you will make when you open this flap, and you open it and it turns into a diamond, and this rectangle turns into a square, and this square turns into a rectangle. So it's, fantastic. It's still bite-sized and like little enough that my 3-year-old enjoys it, but he's already learning about symmetry and geometry, and it's just, I love, love, love these. Lift the Flap books. Okay, so our next level of Lift the Flap books are the Look Inside. There's lots of topics covered in this series too. This one is Mummies and Pyramids. We also have Look Inside Space, Look Inside Food, Look Inside the Jungle. What's awesome about the Look Inside books is the flaps, like there's tons of flaps on every page, and some of them are even like will lift out into big extra, like almost extra pages, and some of the flaps are double flaps, so you have flaps inside flaps, which is super cool and interesting. I don't think I've ever seen books outside of Usborne. I could be wrong, but I don't think I've ever seen any outside of Usborne that have multiple like flaps within flaps. So that's Mummies and Pyramids. And this is See Inside Your Body. The See Inside books are geared toward our oldest kids. This one talks about anatomy and physiology and different body systems. And I feel like even though this is geared toward the oldest kid group, it has appeal for a really wide range of kids. Even my 3-year-old enjoys looking through this with me. He doesn't understand all the concepts and information, but he has fun with it, and it's introducing him to what's inside his body. Really, really awesome series. See Inside books are some of my favorites. Okay, this is from the best-selling series in all of Usborne books and more. These are the Shine a Light books, and they're super, super cool. They're nonfiction, so you're learning information about different animal habitats or different, all kinds of different things. There's several different topics that they cover. This one covers animal habitats around an apple tree. And you read the story, but then as you read each page, you shine a light behind the page and you can see a secret picture. So this one says, can you see what the robin is about to grab? And you get to see the worms. And the only problem with these is that your kids might fight over the flashlight. But they are fantastic, super fun books, and lots of learning to be had. If you have someone who's beginning to learn how to read, the Start to Read pack might just be the 40 best dollars you've ever spent. It comes with 8 little readers, and each reader is a really fun story because your story is not limited to the sounds that your child can read. In the back of the book, you can find out what sounds your child needs to be able to read in order to read their part of the story. And then on each page, there's a parent read part and a kid read part. So their part is limited to the sounds that they can read, but the story is not limited to the sounds that they can read. So it's actually an interesting, fun story. These are phenomenal, phenomenal. I used them with my 5-year-old in our homeschool kindergarten this last year, and he was so excited the first time he read one. He felt like he read that whole book all by himself, and just, it was worth every penny. Okay, last but not least, this is my favorite book in all of Usborne. It is our children's encyclopedia. It covers hundreds of different topics and puts things in really vivid photography, really easy to understand pictures, small chunks of information that are all really interesting. And then each page also has a QR code on it. So you can scan that code with your phone and it will bring up a video on your phone of something to do with this topic that you just read about. So super fun. And then if you get on the computer, there are more links to kid-safe videos and websites that deal with that topic. But this has been one of the best books that we have ever taken to doctor visits, or having to change the oil in the car, or things like that where you have to sit and wait for a little while. And I let each kid pick a page, a topic to read, and we read it and we scan it, the QR code on that page, and we watch the video, and everyone oohs and ahs, and it's so fun, and everybody's engaged, and it just makes the time pass quickly, and they're learning. Their brains aren't turning to mush playing video games on my phone. Anyway, so that is my favorite book in all of Usborne. It comes in 2 sizes. This is the hardback large edition, and this is the reduced size with the flexi binding. If you can see, that cover is a little bit different, but this one goes in our doctor visit bag, and yeah, we don't leave home without it because it's the best book in all of Usborne. So anyway, that is the best of Usborne. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will try to give you whatever information you need. Thanks!